There are still about 2 months left until the release of Firestorm in Battlefield 5, but you can and should prepare for it even now to have an edge at the release. And I'm going to help you. Let's go right ahead. My first advice is, instead of going for as many kills as possible, practice to get as many kills you can without dying. Beating your kill streak high score is very useful and fun at the same time. You can find the longest kill streak high score under Profile in the main menu. The second thing you need to do is improving your awareness. You don't want an enemy to sneak up on you, so what you need to do is look around every corner you can, look to your left, your right and behind you as much as you can. Of course, this is needed to be taken into moderation, so a rule of thumb is, if you don't feel secure about your surroundings, check them. The third advice is prediction. Try to predict where the enemies are at, where they're going, and where they are going to turn up, based on movement, sounds, etc. Also, look at your map. This is a crucial step for predicting the enemy movement. In Firestorm, you will have to look at the terrain, see if you see any houses or cover that is useful both for yourself or the enemy. The fourth tip is to listen up. Listen extra closely for steps, doors opening, and shots, of course. You can try to determine which kind of weapon is used based on what the sound of the shots are making. If you listen extra carefully, you can after a while determine what specific kind of weapon they are using. This will be useful in Firestorm, so you know if the enemies are using long, middle or short range weapons, which will help you use your reach correctly and choose your fights. Another thing you can do is listen for motor sounds and what kind of vehicle is used. This might be hard in the current state of Battlefield, since there are so many sounds at the same time, but if you get good at it under those circumstances, you will be a master at it in Firestorm. While we are talking about vehicles, I will give you tip number 5, which is to learn how to drive properly. So get in a car and learn its physics. In Firestorm, you will most likely be using different vehicles, so learning them now will be helping you in the long run. Now, I'll be trying to tell you some things to comprehend all of this that I've been talking about. The situation right now in Battlefield is likely that you try to go ahead for as many kills as possible or doing everything you can to capture flags, which is really good and helpful in the current game modes. But some of you might not really care where the enemies are at as long as you get those kills or cap points. But you need to understand that this is going to change when it comes to Battle Royale. Even if you're great and killing it in Battlefield right now, doesn't mean you're going to do it in Firestorm. So I really advise you to start practicing these tips right now. And that's it for this time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great life.